Fox 55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
Hey, welcome back. Well, we are now less than 1 week away from the IHSAA Girls Basketball State Finals tipping off at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. We know there will be one championship decided on Friday night, while the other 3 games still set to take place on Saturday. The question is, will any of our local teams be making the trip down to Indy for the festivities, Pete?
Hope so. Got a good shot. Yeah, Northeast Indiana will certainly be well represented in semi-state tomorrow. 3 teams from 3 different classes all trying to punch tickets to their respective state title games. In Class 4A, the Carroll Chargers are coming off their first regional championship since 1998, and now this young team has a chance to make some more history. Carroll has never won a semi-state in girls basketball, but these Chargers can change that this weekend. Only thing standing in their way is a pretty good Crown Point team. Second-ranked Bulldogs are 23-1 on the season, and they're led by one of the best scorers in the state in junior Jessica Carruthers. They've been one of the favorites in 4A all season, has Crown Point. Carroll, on the other hand, is perfectly fine with flying under the radar.
I guess it just gives us more motivation to win and to prove something, because we've been the underdog the whole entire year, my whole 4 years I've been here. So it just gives us a lot more motivation to prove to everybody that we are better and that we can win.
Like, no one expected us to get anywhere past regionals, and they expected us to lose to Snyder in sections, but our team keeps fighting, and I think that if we keep fighting hard and playing hard, then we can win semi-state.
We're showcasing ourselves, and so we have to go out there and play. I mean, it doesn't do us any good if we don't show up on Saturday and we play bad, okay, then we miss that opportunity. You don't get opportunities like this, and you got to take advantage of them when you can. So these girls understand that, and they're ready for it. And they talked about it before the season started, that they want to get to state. So they're just 1 game away from that.
Yeah, Carroll and Crown Point will tip off at 4 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow at LaPorte High School.
In Class 3A, back on December 11th, I'm coming with receipts here, Pete.
All right.
Pete said, quote, he thinks Norwell has the best shot of all of our teams to make it to states on the girls' side.
I wish my gambling was that good.
Well, the Knights are now just 1 game away from doing just that. 3A 6th-ranked Norwell will square off with 8th-ranked South Bend, Washington in LaPorte tomorrow. Both teams come in with pretty similar records. Norwell's 23-5, Washington is 21-5. Although the Panthers have a little bit more size than the Knights. 3 girls over 6 foot will do that for you. The Knights don't plan to change much as they get set for their matchup.
We are who we are at this point of the season. This is why this team is successful. We're not going to change things right now. Obviously, we have things that we need to be aware of with how good South Bend, Washington is, and where their strengths are, and what we need to be concerned with.
They're very fast and very tall. They're diverse in how they play their game, just like we are. So it's just going to be difficult. That we can't prepare for one player, that it's going to be 5-on-5.
We can't really change a whole lot on how we're going to defend. We're going to try to keep the ball in front of us. We're going to try to be good in gap help, and we're going to have to battle on the boards. But more importantly, we're going to have really good offensive possessions against that length. Certainly our kids are excited and maybe still living a little bit in that moment of getting through the regional. But their goal at the beginning of the season was not to win a regional. Their goal was to get down to Indy, and they're locked in. That's where they're at with it. We want to get another number up on that banner on this wall here on the baseline of our gym. There's only been 1 team, 1977, that has won a semi-state, and they want to put their number up there as well.
Hey, hopefully let's party like it's 77 then for Norwell. Tip at noon tomorrow in LaPorte.
Last but certainly not least, in Class 1A, after knocking off 6th-ranked Blue River Valley in the regional finals, Northfield is heading back to semi-state for the 2nd time in the last 3 years. The Norse will take on Pioneer in the early game at Logansport on Saturday. The last time Northfield was on this stage, they fell short against Marquette Catholic in 2019. Now, 2 years later, Melissa Allen returns with a more experienced group and one that's looking for redemption.
Oh, I think it'll be huge because, they were only freshmen the last time we did it, and I'm sure they were as nervous as they could be. And this year, especially after Pioneer knocked them out in that volleyball sectional, I think they'll be ready to go. I don't think there'll be too many nerves going on.
Well, just with the nerves, I think that this year we're going to go in with less nerves since we've already been there. So I think as long as we keep working hard, we'll be fine. It's hard, but I know that as seniors have our mindset to make it to state, and that's what we're going to do.
Coach keeps telling us that if we remember that feeling after we lost, and we do, so we want to keep going. We don't want to have to feel that again.
Well, I think they have all the confidence in the world right now. They know what they can do. They know as long as we keep playing team ball that we can go up against anybody. Pioneer, though, they're a great team. They're built about like us, and I mean, I think it's going to come down to who's going to execute the best.
Tip-off between Northfield and Pioneer set for 1 p.m. at the Berry Bowl in Logansport on Saturday. I'll be down there. You'll be up at LaPorte, and we'll have highlights from all three tomorrow night.